Podcast. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Ashley.
And welcome to our first one of these. So, unless we...
This is a fresh one.
Okay. So, today we thought we'd talk about how to entertain people from out of LA when you're in LA because, or maybe you want to come here and be entertained. So, I'm from here, and I always meet people who aren't from LA, and Ashley moved here, so...
I've been here about 3 years. My little sister just visited last week, and so we did a lot of touristy things.
Yeah.
But also special things that only we would know because we've lived here, so...
Yeah, so, I'm interested in knowing, what you found interesting when you came here, and also, what you showed your sister.
Well, when I first moved here, I wasn't expecting as many, pretty views. Not that I didn't know that from, I had visited here a few times, but going to the Getty or going to Griffith and hiking and just you could see all of LA from so many different points, and so that was my favorite thing to do when I first got here.
Mm-hmm. And Instagram wasn't big then too.
Not like it is now,
because I feel some people do a social media tourism. When you say nice views, I think about people taking photos.
Yeah,
it's just me.
I mean it definitely was already happening, but it just wasn't for me as big of a deal to take all those pictures or see. I didn't see it that much, I guess.
So
Personally.
driving to places or hiking?
Hiking.
Okay. So what are some of your favorite views?
I really like to do the Griffith hike, and then I did the Hollywood sign, and I enjoyed that just because we kind of went through a neighborhood, and then I got really close, and then there was a lot of views on the way, from different sides, and so I liked all of that. And then I've done the Culver City Steps, and I've done some of the Malibu hikes, which is the ocean view, So,
and I'm not a big hiker. Sorry.
No, it's fine. So I guess my personal my go-to is at the time, especially because I was living in Hollywood, was Griffith's observatory hikes.
I know everybody talks about Runyon, and I had never done it until I was 26 or 20, I don't know, somewhere close to where I am now.
And
I'd never done Runyon before, and then my stepmom and dad came home from dinner one night, and they're like, we had the hottest waiter, we want to set you up with him. And I was like, okay. And it was some Israeli model, and I was like, I don't know about this guy.
Ooh.
And they're like, you should go out with him. And I was like, okay. And so he invited me on Christmas, because neither of us had anything to do, on a hike to Runyon. So we did Runyon, and I just think sometimes when you meet people who are not local, you learn the touristy stuff, because there's no reason for me to ever do the touristy stuff. So if you can meet any models that move to LA and want to show you around, I recommend it.
I have seen lots of models on the Runyon hike.
Yes, yeah.
I've seen Shay Mitchell, which she's not a model, but she's an actress, and I've seen
good-looking people at Runyon.
I've seen other you wouldn't know their names, but you've seen them on ads, and so
maybe we should go meet people.
Definitely,
at
Runyon is
what are we doing today?
After this, we should go back.
After this, we're good. Go on a Runyon.
People get lattes or iced coffees and then walk Runyon.
Really?
There's
yoga at the bottom too. I want to do that.
I have a friend who goes quite often to that. My friend Melanie, she loves to do it, and they do a lot of that. What is that kind of yoga where you hold the other person? They do
acro yoga.
Yeah, acro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it partner yoga?
No, it's called acro yoga, and they do that on Sundays. She's invited me a few times, but I'm not into.
I don't like how long yoga is. I only like to do it for half an hour at home.
Instead of
But any other things you've done? What's your sister really liked since she's come here?
My sister is obsessed with the museums. So she went to LACMA, the Broad. I think they're going to the Getty today because she hadn't been. So
it's a nice thing to do on a Sunday.
Yeah. So that's what she really has liked, and then the beach, obviously, we've been spending... I like that she's here because when I first moved here, I was going to the beach all the time, and then I kind of, take it for granted. And we are not super close, being in West Hollywood. Mm-hmm. So now that she's here, we've been going like, she's been here 2 weeks and we've probably gone like 10 times.
You should go to Whitney's Beach.
I know you were telling me, but yesterday I was just like, I had like 4 people and
we should all go to Whitney's
Beach. But
Beach.
I'll go with you anytime to
Yeah.
Whitney's Beach. We can park in front of her place and I would love that.
Yeah.
And then Whitney can come and
And then we like swim, we swim past the waves and just like tread water forever and just laugh so hard, just like talk shit on everybody.
She talks shit in the water too?
Yeah, nothing. Talk shit everywhere. We'll be in like 10 feet of water and she's still out there talking shit.
That's good. I like that the waves weren't too crazy in Malibu because sometimes some of the other beaches you go to.
Yeah, that can be scary.
Yeah.
But do you swim?
Yes, I did yesterday. I have a funny story and I have a stand-up joke about this, but I've always been like a decent swimmer and I'm not afraid of the ocean. I've always been able to just like jump right in. But last year in Laguna, they didn't tell me that there was tides. And I got stuck in one and a lifeguard had to save me and I saw my life flash before my eyes.
That's very
And
scary.
I thought I was gonna die and I actually like inhaled water because I wasn't expecting it and it did take me down. Anyway, long story short, I was naked at the end of this. I thought that the wave took my bottoms.
Wow!
I thought it was, so since then...
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing.
No, you should laugh. You should laugh. Everyone else.
I almost died. I was naked on the beach.
So ever since then, I have this stupid fear now. And like, even though I know, like, it was obviously like really calm yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got in, and I went past the waves, and I was out there swimming with Elliot and Dre, and they're like, it's fine. And I was like, I feel like I might die. And I just ran out, and they're like, what is wrong with you? And they're like,
You know
"Come
you're
back."
supposed to, if you get caught in a riptide, I never have been, but they taught us at ocean camp. So I grew up going to ocean camp.
I should have went to ocean.
You didn't have
We didn't have
that
ocean
in New
camp in New
Mexico?
Mexico.
Weird. Like New Cabo. So you're supposed to like swim in diagonally. You're not supposed to go straight towards the shore. That's what they say, but who knows if you're actually caught in one, how you actually feel.
I mean, I think if I would have been expecting it I could have done a lot of things that were smarter.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know. I didn't read the sign, and my experience with the ocean wasn't that, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, my sister was actually there that day too, and she didn't get caught like I did. She actually just couldn't swim back in because the current was going and it wouldn't let her back in. And she was out there for like, this is the funniest part about, like after I died, I went out there. And
After you died?
After I almost died.
Uh-huh.
I was like, come back in, and she kept going like this, and I was like, she's really enjoying swimming, but she really just couldn't get back.
Jeez.
And then when she finally did, she was like, that was the longest workout I've ever had.
No.
She was out there swimming for like 45 minutes, and I was like, what is wrong with her? But, so she's a little scared now, too.
Yeah.
The nice thing is that Dre and Elliot were both lifeguards, so it does make her
That's
feel
nice.
a little
Could
safer.
you go with them?
Yeah.
I'm scared of surfing now. I don't know why. Just certain things as I've gotten older
But you used to
scare
be
me a
good.
little. I used to be more fearless when it came to surfing, like longboarding, and now like I get kind of spooked. But that's another cool thing people can do if they come here is take a surf lesson.
Have you ever taken a friend for a surf lesson?
I've taken surf lessons.
Or,
I
like-
probably need more.
Have you ever had someone visit and then you've given someone a surfing lesson?
I'm not good enough to give a surfing lesson. I want to do the one, there's a guy called like Surfing with Ben in Malibu and he gets like professional photos of you while you surf. I'm like, great, I can learn to surf and have a sick photo for Instagram. So that's...
You actually need to do that.
Right?
That adds to your aesthetic.
I know. I need to get in really good shape first and then like surf like in a thong.
Dang. From the
Well, it's for
back.
the likes.
Everything on the ground.
Trying to
is
maximize this.
The other day, a friend had canceled on plans with me, and then he was like, yeah, but it didn't matter. You looked like you were having fun, and then you were showing your boob on Instagram, so everything's great, isn't it? And I was like, I didn't show the side boob, but yeah, everything is great.
Pretty much. There are some signs. Yeah. So what else? Another thing I like to recommend to people is Marina Del Rey parasailing.
Oh, I've been wanting to do that.
Yeah. So I met this girl who's from Paris, we met at Seth MacFarlane's, he was having a party for Shane West. It's his birthday, and I met this girl, like, I didn't like my date who brought me, but I was, like, obsessed with this French girl. Like, I just wanted to be her friend. She was so beautiful. And so I decided, since she didn't have a car, I was going to take her all around LA. And one of the things we did that was super fun was go to Marina Del Rey parasailing, because I know the owner, because when I was in a pageant, we all did parasailing. So, and it was really funny, too, because it was like a happy face. The sail was like a yellow happy face, and this girl, Sev, got, she had 2 shirts with yellow happy faces on it. So we both wore them as we're out parasailing. So that was really fun, and the owner liked us, so he took us to lunch first, and we had lots of champagne. And then we were kind of tipsy, and we were just
sailing easier to do.
Yeah. So, well, I don't think it's scary. I'm afraid of like roller coasters and stuff, but I don't think parasailing is scary. So that was like another. But I was going to like bars and clubs a lot at the time, and like taking her out to those. But I thought one of the fun like LA things we did was go parasailing, because when's she gonna do that in Paris?
I think that's amazing. I want to do that really bad, and I had one guy ask me on it, like, we went on one date, and I didn't like him, but that's what he wanted to do for the second date, and I contemplated just doing it because it seemed so, like, fun, but I was like, oh, I don't like him.
You didn't like him?
I felt bad. No.
You can tell on a first date if you don't want a second, or you don't give someone a second try. No second chances?
No, I'm not always like that.
But for him?
But for him in particular, like, we had, like, nothing in common. He wasn't a bad guy. He was really sweet. I could probably ended up being his friend, but I had, like, no sexual attraction to him. And he, like, tried to kiss me at the
and
end
he
of the
liked
date.
you. Oh, that's the
And
worst.
so he's definitely going to try to
kiss
me on the second date.
That's a good reason to not
So,
go on a second date with someone.
If it would have been a little friendlier than, like, that, like, less, then maybe I could have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I can tell on a first date. I have a very, like, black and white when it comes to men. If, like, I see them, I'm like, I like them, I could date them. Or I could...
Yeah, but men can grow on women because of their personalities.
But every time I let that happen, it's failed.
bad.
And it's like, I should have listened to my gut in the first place. I had this job in high school, and I worked at a hotel. I used to serve their high tea. And then the guy who worked behind the counter had a huge crush on me. Like, we went to high school together. It was, like, our senior year and whatever. And, like, everyone kept telling me. And he wasn't my type at all, and I didn't think he was cute at all. And then he, like, kept flirting with me and kept trying to date me. And finally, I was like, okay, like, let's hang out, you know. And then we hung out for, like, we got to know each other, and then we were starting to like that. And then I was like, I can't stand this guy. Like, he was cool as a friend at the hotel. That's what I was trying to get at. Like, he was cool in that setting, but when I, like, actually dated him, I was like...
Should have listened to your gut instinct. That's interesting.
I've had something like that happen here in LA, too, but...
Can't really go into that.
Yeah. Well, I could go into that, like, it was actually the first year I was here, and I don't online date anymore, but I used to Tinder date when I first got here because I didn't know anybody, and I went on a Tinder date with this guy, and, we went on one date, and I knew I didn't like him, and he was like, I even told him after, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't want to see you again. Like, I said it nicely, but I told him right away. And he was like, well, I would just like to be friends with you. And I was like, okay. And I ended up being friends with him, and, like, a year later, like, I went to a party at his house, and I had sex with him, and it's the only sex that I've had in LA that I regret. So...
Yeah, but it doesn't have to, like, go to a party at his house, have sex with him. That's, like...
No, like, we had been hanging
that
out.
Went,
we had been...
No,
but it was
really
a year.
fast.
It was a year later. A year
Okay.
from that first date.
Okay.
So it wasn't like...
Okay.
It was just kind of that I kind of started to develop feelings for him as a friend and, like, care about him. It wasn't like, oh, I just had sex with him. I just started to, like... But then when I did that, I was like, oh, God, no, I just want to be friends with him. And then, like, the sex ruined it. I didn't give enough details. Then the sex kind of ruined everything for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was, like, fine with, like, still just being friends, and I was like, every time I look at you, I picture you, and
so it wasn't good sex.
No.
That's
maybe it would have
for
been
you.
good.
It was better for him than for you. Yeah. So if you want to maintain your friendships, and you have sex with your friends, then the sex has to be good. Otherwise, it's gonna ruin your friendship. So get better. Or don't have sex with your friends.
Just don't have sex with your friend.
I mean,
that was way off topic of traveling around LA, but I guess that's my experience.
Yeah, it's all right.
But going back, that's really cool that you went to Seth MacFarlane's house for a party for Shane West.
Yeah, it was awesome. And at the time, I was really obsessed with the show Nikita, and it was like the entire cast was there because Shane West was on that show.
I forgot he was on that show.
So,
is he acting now?
I have no idea. We're not besties.
No.
We just said hi for like a second. But yeah, it was a really fun party. I met Rumor Willis for a second. She was really, really nice. She performed.
That's cool.
I couldn't believe how nice she was. And she was really talented. And yeah, it was just like an awesome house. It was 30s themed. I think he turned 33 and it was 30s themed. And what was
I like that.
Yeah, and what's kind of funny too is I wore this really cool dress, this like purple lacy dress. I don't fit into it anymore, but I wish I did. But at one point in the night, there were these girls taking a photo, and my date was like, "Get in the photo with them," and I was like, "No, they're friends. I'm not going to get in their photo."
Why didn't you want to get in it?
Because it was like these girls were clearly friends, and my date was like, "Get in the photo." And he was really, really adamant about it. I was like, "Fine, I will." I got in their photo, and, I got the photo with my phone, and I posted it, because I look cute, they look cute, whatever, but they posted their own photo where I'm cropped out. And, like, some of the girls
are like, I knew I shouldn't have taken the
some of the girls are, like, famous, too, and I'm just, like, cropped out.
Do you have a copy of it?
Yeah, I can show you.
Okay, show me that.
So,
we'll put it in the...
anyways, that's cool. It's when I take photos of famous people and they get cropped out. But the dress was cute. I had a good time.
Well, now I want to go parasailing. Like, I'm going to book...
I know, it's fun. It's kind of like the end of summer. It's going to be hot still for a little bit. So it's still good to go. But, yeah, anything else? I remember actually these Swedish girls. I met these Swedish girls in line to go to Playboy Mansion. And they were like, "Who are you here with?" And I was like, "I'm here alone." They're like, "Okay, you're our friend now." And I was like, "Cool, I have Swedish friends now." And we hung out at the party. And then I remember we hung out after that, and they wanted to go hiking into the Getty. That was like their thing that they wanted to do. So I went with them for the day, and we went on a 4-hour hike. And I have always had like lower back problems, like and I was kind of told by a masseuse that it kind of stems from my hips, like having tight hips. And it was really weird because we went on this hike and I was like dying, and these girls weren't even out of breath. They were like 6 feet tall, like gorgeous Swedish girls. And I was like some, like little, like couldn't keep up with them, like American who doesn't exercise. They like,
and they're like, "This is a brisk."
Yeah, they actually forage for mushrooms in the forest. I'm like, that's lovely. I don't do that. And I was in so much, and then we went to the Getty after that, and I was in so much pain. My feet were in so much pain, and my hips, that I had to go home and like elevate my feet, and I couldn't sleep the entire night. My hips and my feet were in so much pain, and after that, I didn't have back or hip pain again.
It like loosened your hips.
So it was like this day and night of pain with these Swedish people, and then it was out.
It released. The tension.
Yeah.
I'm only laughing because you sound like you're 75 years old. You went on this walk and you have to much elevate your legs.
I know.
I love it.
My feet were so bad. I mean, it was like throbbing, like heat pain, like. Oh, it was so bad, but, I guess it was worth it.
And to this day, you haven't, had back pain?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah.
You can put that out as how to heal your back pain.
Well, I don't think it's for everybody.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't know why that happened.
Only if you have tight hips.
Yeah, must have gotten something out. I don't know why that happened. That's weird though, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's how the Swedish people entertained me. And I asked them after, I was like, "Are you in a lot of pain after? Like, do your feet hurt?" They're like, no, we feel fine. It like was like life changing for me.
I had a guy visit me from England, and all he wanted to do was rent a Ferrari and drive down Rodeo Drive. And I actually loved that, because that's something I would have never even, like,
That sounds
cared to
great.
do. Yeah.
So you did that?
Yeah, and then everybody on Rodeo was looking at us like we were somebody. I'm like...
Did you guys go to lunch? What else did you do?
Yeah, we ate at, the little Italian restaurant in Canada.
Was he Italian?
No, he's, English.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't the only thing. We did hiking. We went hiking, and, we went to the Grove and ate at some...
I love the Grove. I really like it there.
I think it's a great place to take people that are visiting. Now that I like live here,
Forget about it.
I go once in a while just because it's the closest Nordstrom for me. But like other than that, it's more of like a nuisance.
You just have to avoid the busy times.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful at night, during Christmas, in the morning. If you get places before parking sucks.
That parking structure has an amazing view. If you go up to the top.
Really?
Yeah.
Like photo shoot good?
Yeah. I mean, of the views.
Okay, it's good to know.
The Grove is a great place to take photos.
Not if there's people in the background.
No, not that, but if you go on which I can't even. I've been there twice when it's like kind of dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would it be dead?
It wasn't like dead, but like dead enough where you could have taken pictures.
I've actually been early in the morning. I've been to an Athleta yoga class, like a free yoga class.
Oh, that's cool.
And I won something. I won a raffle. I got yoga pants. I win stuff all the time.
My mom went to like a workout class conducted by Kevin Hart there.
What?
Yeah,
And you didn't go?
No, because I had to like work, and she had came and visited me for a week, and she had like the day. She found out that he was over there, and she went in her workout clothes because he was like doing some sponsorship with like Nike or something, I think. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, and she thought it was. She was like, he was so funny, even like when he was teaching the class, and she loved it. This is my mom though. You don't. I know you don't know my mom too well. She
love
meets
that.
a lot of people in random. Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, it was cool.
So your mom
But
was
the Grove
visiting.
is cool for like stuff like that if you pay attention.
Yeah, I saw Backstreet Boys at the Grove.
Did you?
Yeah, my friend texted me like out of the blue, someone I don't hang out with that much, and she's like, "Want to see Backstreet Boys at the Grove tonight?" And I was like, at work, like, what? And I was like planning on going home and relaxing, and I was like, I'm seeing the Backstreet Boys tonight. And I did, and it was really fun. So the Grove, like, comes through. Grove's lit. Yeah.
You went to that book signing there, too, like, right?
I did. I went to the Vegan Bros book signing. But I'm friends with those guys.
And
but it was really cool to see them and see a lot of other people.
Mindy Kaling is my spirit animal for career, and she was over there one day and I missed it, and I wanted to cry.
Aww.
She did like a...
She'll be around. It's LA.
I know what nail place she goes to, but I've never been
motivated
to stalk her.
Yeah. You'll meet her. It's LA.
Yeah.
See everyone here.
Especially if they're just at the Grove.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys, thanks for listening to our adventures in
Yeah.
LA.
So these are some things that we've had some fun with. Probably not the most comprehensive list, but these are some of our adventures.
We can put in the comments our favorite spots.
Yeah,
Personally.
we can make a little list, and in case you don't want to watch the whole video. And yeah, that's what we like to do around here. We'll have to think of more. Maybe we can make like a
I think we should.
make a.
I'm
bucket
definitely
list.
going parasailing, so the next time if you tune in, you can hear about
Yeah.
my parasailing adventures.